When a Seattle woman decided to slow down the spread of a plant in her garden, the plant fought back.
She ended up in the emergency room, and as environmental specialist Gary Chittum shows us, this very popular plant has done the same thing to other gardeners.
I'll show you exactly where I was working.
Pam McGaffin feels betrayed by a little plant she bought and put into her garden. This pretty variety of euphorbia started taking over her garden, and when she decided to slow it down, it fought back.
When I was digging it out, and it squirted straight into my eye.
Pam ended up in the emergency room in excruciating pain. Doctors flushed her eye and discovered her cornea had been burned by the sap of the euphorbia.
I've known too many people it's happened to and haven't experienced it myself. Oh la la.
Even a gardening expert like Cisco Morris has had a bad euphorbia experience.
And cut it off, shot sap right into my eye.
Cisco also ended up in the doctor's office after spending a painful night at home. He put on the protective gear and showed us just how sappy these little plants can be.
Oh, look at it.
The stuff just oozes out. But as both Cisco and Pat McGaffin learned, it can also spray out.
I have total respect for this plant. You know, I treat it with, I'm really nice to it.
Cisco still has plenty of euphorbia in his garden. McGaffin isn't so forgiving.
Now she wants to get rid of all of it, but she's afraid to even touch this pile.
In the spring, it's stunning. It has chartreuse blooms, and I get compliments, and but it's not worth it.
A true case of beauty in the eye of the beholder. In Seattle, Gary Chittum, King 5 News. Poinsettia, which also has that poisonous sap in its stems. Didn't know that. But that's why vets often warn people to keep their pets away from poinsettias.
Live, this is One for the Record. I'm Diane, and today is October 3rd, 2014. Here are your news updates for today. It's Friday evening. Let's go to ENENEWS, enenews.com, Japan, Fukushima. Today, documentary. Photo captures moment containment vessel destroyed at Fukushima. Workers, white steam is coming out of reactor. Radiation spiking in central Tokyo. U.S. nuclear official. Fukushima was nuclear power's finest hour. Everything worked as engineered. What? U.S. nuclear official. Fukushima was nuclear power's finest hour. Everything worked as engineered. Alrighty then. Here's another one, but I read it yesterday. Let's see here. Let's move this down for you. That way you can see it. Yesterday, Japan TV, alarming new discovery. Analysis reveals seriousness of contamination from Fukushima for first time. Enormous amounts of radioactive material released on day 1 of crisis. Well before officials said plant worker readings were off the scale. Wow. Read it for first time in 1,300 days. Right? The seriousness of contamination from Fukushima for first time. 1,300 days later. Wow. Alrighty then. Moving on. The Extinction Protocol 2012 and beyond. HHS prepares for flu pandemic that could cause over 60 million deaths worldwide. Also, U.S. doctor says Ebola will eventually consume every third world country on Earth. U.S. nurses say they are unprepared to handle Ebola patients. U.S. nurses say they are unprepared to handle Ebola patients. Alrighty then. Heads up on all of that. I will be attaching in my recent uploads Dabu77. I'll run one of his videos. It shows I believe there's an NBC journalist that now has contracted Ebola after trying to decontaminate a vehicle. He helped decontaminate a vehicle, and 2 days later he had the symptoms. Pretty fast, huh? Alrighty then, stay tuned. Be prepared for anything. Don't let your animals around poisonous plants with that white sap that comes out of it. Don't get it in your eye. Don't let it spray you in the eye. Reminds me of that movie, The Happening, when plants attack. If you have poison plants, I'd just get rid of them. Just keep plants that are edible. If they're not edible, they're not really worth anything. I'm telling you right now. If they're poisonous, you're taking a chance, aren't you? Alrighty then. Be safe. Be prepared for anything, and I'll see you on the flip side tomorrow. It is now 5 days down. It's Friday. We've made it. And I'll see you tomorrow on the flip side.